So I've never done this before properly, but I've just felt this real desire to play around with longer form content and just getting used to using my voice. And I know that sounds maybe silly, but as someone who has spent the majority of her life self-censoring, editing, being hypervigilant, consciously and constantly trying to figure out what other people are thinking and what they need from me and how they might be reacting to what I'm saying, and like almost trying to put myself in their shoes and become the viewer as I'm trying to speak. And it has been such a survival mechanism that actually just sitting here and talking to camera feels wildly unnatural. I want to say less awkward, because I've been doing this for just recording much more vulnerable, raw, honest content for the last maybe the week, 5 days. It doesn't sound like a lot, but even those 5 days of just doing that consistently every day has made a huge difference. And I feel like this is the next step. And I'm not really sure what the point of these videos are. I don't even know if I will make these public, but I want to document my process in almost like a digital diary, so that I can look back on these videos in 5, 10, 15 years time and literally be able to viscerally see how much letting people see me as my real self boosted my confidence. And actually, I was speaking with a friend today that I really think that is the definition of confidence. I think confidence comes from unraveling and unmasking and peeling away all the things we've ever learned to hide parts of us we don't think is enough. Hide this thing because it might upset or trigger you. Hide this thing because it might make you feel uncomfortable or awkward. Hide this part of me because you might not think it's valuable and you might not love me anymore, and it's exhausting because you're constantly trying to figure out what version of you people want to meet. And then you wonder why you feel so fucking insecure all the time, and you think that you're not enough, and you think that there's something broken about you because you've never actually allowed yourself to be seen by other people and to build evidence that it's safe to be you. And it's just this vicious cycle, and it's really hard to break. I never want to sugarcoat anything, but I think it's a process, a fucking terrifying and painful process that is just one of the most worthwhile things you'll ever commit to. Because even in the 5 days of using my voice much more honestly and just sharing whatever the fuck I'm going through, I have felt such a liberation and freedom, and also just some validation of yeah, people actually do care what you say, what you talk about. People do resonate with you. People do understand you. I've just always carried this massive fear of never being understood, never being fully seen, that the way I want to naturally talk and the things that excite me and that I want to speak about, you won't get it. And not from I'm better than you, I'm a higher whatever than you. None of that at all. Literally you'd be what the fuck is Megan talking about? That does not make sense. It's too different. It's too out there. It's too out of the box type of thinking. I'm sounding like a pick me, but I do not mean it in that way either. See how fucking default, how much of a default setting it is for me to say something and then want to give context so that you don't get offended, or you think badly of me, or you're going to judge me, or that I've not catered to this misconception of how you might misunderstand my words. This is what this YouTube channel and these videos, I want to be a documentation of. And if anyone does end up seeing these, then may this also be I don't know, an invitation or an example, like, I'm so willing to go first and try this shit and show you, yeah, it's scary, it's uncomfortable, it's awkward, but if I can do it, you can do it too. Again, I almost want to give context to that because I know that's a really fucking shitty statement that doesn't play into all the context of the world. Like, this is what my brain does all the time. So anyway, there is something about learning to just speak that I did not realize could be so healing. Because when there is no audience, like, it's literally me, a tripod, camera light, camera, I can't feed back off of anyone. I can't read your body language. I can't pick up these subtle cues of like how you're reacting or responding to what I'm saying. Like, it's just me. And I think actually it's really important for me to forget that you're there so that I can connect with me, so that I can connect with you, because I'm being the real me, if that makes sense. And it's uncomfortable. Like, I almost want to not edit these videos either, because I can feel a part of me when I'm editing for my socials. Like, obviously I've got to do them slightly more short form, taking out all the pauses and the, like, when I mess up my words, or I sit here and I'm giving myself the space to think about what I want to say next, cutting all those things out. Like, I actually don't want to fucking do that with these videos. I want to just keep them raw, unedited, literally record them, upload them, and give myself the space to take up space and just see what it fucking does. Like, no idea what the outcome will be, and actually I don't really want to place an outcome on this, which, to be fair, is a fucking win, because normally I do things backwards. I'm like, right, I'm going to do this so I can get that. I'm going to do this, I'm going to create this in this way so that I can receive this. And everything that I'm committing to at the moment, literally for the last 5 days, I started reading. I'm on week 2 of The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. I think it's Julia Cameron. Life-changing already, and it's literally been a week. Maybe life-changing's a bold statement, but I definitely feel fucking things. And I hope this is still recording. I don't know how much memory I've got on my iPhone. I swear it never lasts. And yeah, this is just this commitment to this process of unraveling and recovering my inner artist and tapping into this level of creativity I have never ever allowed myself to play with. And I'm curious. I want to know what that looks like. I want to know what that feels like. It feels so connected to inner child healing. I can't actually describe it. Like, I'm so I had this urge this past weekend to literally go into charity shops, which, if you're new around here, everything I'm wearing is charity shop, basically. I love charity shops. But for the first time ever, I was like, I want to go look at the kids section. not the clothes, the toys. Like, I want to go and just have a little gander. Like, what's in this kids section? What toys are there? Like, I bought some cute little charms for my key rings that are really nostalgic and like bring me back to being a kid, and all the times where I actually don't think I fully played as a child. Like, I want to be able to fully let go in that process. And I feel like creativity and playfulness is just so linked. And I'm recognizing how much I don't know how to just play. So these also feel like some form of playfulness in my expression and creativity. So yeah, I'm hoping to record these once a week. We shall see. And if you're seeing this, cool. It means I decided to make them go public. Yay. Okay, love you. Thanks for listening.